In what comes as a big relief for Indian cricketing legend Rahul Dravid, BCCI ethics officer DK Jain has dismissed the conflict of interest complaint against him. The ethics officer said that the complaint was bereft of any merit and that Rahul Dravid did not have any issue of conflict of interest, or rather he cannot be implicated under that charge. The row had erupted after a complaint was filed against Rahul Dravid, alleging that his role as the National Cricket Academy head is in direct conflict with the India Cements employee. So that is where the conflict of interest issue arose, which has been now dismissed. Excuse me. My colleague Viren Farao in the news put with more information on this. So Viren, does that settle it once and for all for Rahul Dravid? Over to you for all the details, please.
Well, it seems to have for the moment, though, Afrida. And this is a probe that, just to put in perspective for our viewers, has gone on for far longer than the probe that was carried out against the now BCCI president Sourav Ganguly and former members, the Cricket Advisory Committee, VVS Lakshman and Sachin Tendulkar. Now, this, to be honest, frustrated a lot of players within the Indian setup in Indian cricket, ex-cricketers in particular, who found themselves at the center of these questions of conflict of interest. Now, what largely happened in these cases was that a private person filed a complaint with the ethics officer of the BCCI, who then, of course, initiated the probe against these players. Now, this is under the new guidelines in conflict of interest, as was directed by the Supreme Court that we've seen now. Retired Justice DK Jain has been the BCCI's ethics officer leading this charge, and twice he asked Rahul Dravid to appear in person. And the conflict of interest that was being alleged was over his dual role within the Indian cricket setup as first as coach of the India junior team as well as the under-19 team, and then, of course, as the head of the NCA. At the same time, Rahul Dravid was, an employee of India Cements. So all those things were being alleged in that conflict of interest note, which was then probed by Justice DK Jain. But they finally come to a conclusion after many, many months of this going on that they find no case whatsoever to be made out against Rahul Dravid.
Okay, so no case was made out against Rahul Dravid by the ethics officer. So for now, that's settled. Thanks, Viren, for joining us with your information on this.